I want to start this off by giving all glory, honor, praise, and fear to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakradash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. A salutation to the men out there doing the work in all truth and sincerity, the men, women, and children who died in this truth, or gave their lives for this truth. The dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. Now, I'm pretty sure brothers have seen it. What's been happening these past couple weeks is basically these hedge fund investors got screwed out of a lot of money, and I'm talking like billions of dollars, because basically what they did was they saw a failing business. In this instance, it was GameStop. They've done it for so long, but in this instance it was GameStop. They shorted the stock of GameStop to where it was probably like $4-5 a share, upwards of 10, not much at all. So what these group of people did was they banded together on Reddit. Now, they all collectively bought a bunch of stock for GameStop. They bought a bunch of the stocks for GameStop at a very low price, and that drove the stock up because it was such a crazy amount of people buying up the shares. Okay, that drove the stock up to a ridiculous high. Okay, so these hedge fund people, they drove down the stock, they sold the stock for a ridiculously low amount, expecting that the basically it was going to zero out. Okay, and the stocks weren't going to be worth anything, and they would just buy back for less than they were going to have to spend in order to, in order to recoup their money. Okay, and that's how they make a profit off of it, man. They sell it for a very low amount. Then once the retailer tanks, they did the same thing with Blockbuster as well. I know brothers remember Blockbuster. Okay, once it completely goes down, okay, they buy it back for however many, and then they reinvest the money into something else, and that's how they make their money. Now, what happened here was the Redditors bought up a bunch of the damn stock, and now it's no longer worth $4 to $10. Okay, that the buying price of GameStop stock now for a share of GameStop is $196. I checked it probably like earlier this morning. Is is $196. Okay, that is a ridiculous amount of growth. Now they're asking. Now, what happened was Robinhood, the main app that everybody was using. Okay, that was the main one. Other people were using other apps to buy and sell and things like that. And it's not just Robinhood, but a whole bunch of them have stopped the buying of GameStop. I think AMC was another one. Nokia, that was another prominent one. They stopped the buying of it so that the hedge fund people can buy back what they originally sold out. Okay, so that before it rises like GameStop did, and they don't lose billions of dollars again. Okay, now what they did was they basically hit the stop button. They said no more. You can't do it no more. Okay, and that's outraged a lot of people because they're manipulating the stocks. Okay, literally. Now, this isn't anything new. These billionaires have been doing it for a very long time. Okay, an extremely long time. But now that regular people did it to them, they want to cry foul. Okay, now there are protests going out. The billionaires are talking about there needs to be regulation. They're calling for regulation. Okay, it's hilarious. Now, what's really interesting is that these hedge fund people were asking to buy the stock back once they put the ban on the buying. Okay, and it's only for the people on Robinhood, the people who don't have access like these billionaires do. It's only for the people who cannot they can't exactly go to the stock market and trade the shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't go to Wall Street or anything like that. These are regular ass people. Okay, so the one way that they could do it was through these broker apps. Okay, they put a stop on it. So once they put a stop on it, they started asking the people to sell their shares. Now that asking price, and this is crazy as hell. Remember I said the buying price was $196. Okay, that's all they have to spend. But they want these people to sell the shares so bad that they were offering them upwards of $5,000. That's how bad they want it. Now, these people are basically saying, fuck you, and we're not selling. Okay? They're keeping it. They're keeping the damn shares just so that they can lose their money. They're bleeding. They really are. They literally, Citadel had to bail out one of the hedge funds. Okay, literally, and this all happened within a couple weeks. How they moved that amount of money, I don't know. Okay, well we know, obviously we know, but we can't really explain it. They just got the money like that. Okay, and it shows you how corrupt this system is, and it really does show what they think about you. Now, I'm gonna play this clip because really the ramifications of this it's a big thing because it shows the disrespect that people have towards these elitists. Okay, these elites. All right, it shows the disrespect and the disdain that these people have had for them and how they're not taking the shit no more. Okay, you know what? Let me get that. I believe I have it pulled up in Esdras already. Yeah, I do. Second Esdras 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay? They have no regard for them anymore, man. They don't care. Now they're playing their own game, and now you're seeing that you're seeing basically exactly what Esau always does. He cries, okay? Just like when Jacob, got the blessing. He went and cried to his dad, right? Went and cried to Isaac. Okay. Now, do you have one blessing for me, Father? Please. Oh my gosh. Like, you see what I mean? Now they're crying out, asking for regulation. They're and it's funny because the founder of Robinhood, okay, there was a leak in the office. One of the employees for Robinhood said that he got calls from multiple people, okay, saying that they needed to stop the trading. They were pressuring him to stop the trading, okay, and that's why he did it. Now, this was he voluntarily did this, okay, because Robinhood's it's through. It's through. Nobody's gonna go back to Robinhood for investing. The app is through. The company's gonna cease to exist, especially after this and how powerful cancel culture is right now. Okay, it's a really big thing now. Nobody's going back to it. So he willingly tanked his company because the higher ups told him to do so. Okay? The higher ups, the people who were really pulling the strings, told him to cut the trade. And that shows you how much power they have. It's illegal to do that shit. It's illegal, but who's going to do anything about it? Who's going to do anything? Okay? It's a blatant crime right in front of people's faces, but now all they can do is ask for a subpoena from emails and shit like that, and they have to do an investigation. They're calling for an investigation. Has an investigation been made yet? No. No. And it's hilarious because even if there is an investigation, let's be real here, nothing is gonna come from the investigation. Nothing's gonna happen. Okay, Nothing. Okay, they're gonna get either a slap on the wrist, and if they don't get a slap on the wrist, they're gonna go to Club Fed. Literally. Okay, either they do some prison time, they go into federal prison. That ain't no damn time. They gonna have a TV in their room, all type of shit. They're gonna be living like kings in there. So nothing's really gonna happen. Okay, and the prison time is a very big if. Okay, and even with that big if, they're just gonna be in Club Fed for some time and then walk away like nothing ever happened. Okay, now the fine isn't gonna be shit either. Okay, you making billions of dollars, but they say, oh, you're gonna get a fine of $5 million. Even if it was 15 million, you're at 50 million. That ain't shit. You think who cares when you have another 50 million to spend? Okay, and it's way more than 50 million to spend. They have plenty of money. They have more money than they would ever need. Okay, they have more than they would ever want. They have more than a heart could ever want, but they're greedy. Okay, they just want more. They'll never be satisfied with what they have. Okay, it's a slap on the wrist, man. It's like, okay, I heard a metaphor the other day. Okay, it's actually a really popular one. I really like it. It's as if somebody set up a parking meter, okay, outside of your house, and they pay you $50 to park there, right? But their fine for parking there is 25 cents. You're not going to stop fucking parking there. They're paying you to break the law, and that's exactly what these damn billionaires they've been doing. Now, what has been said about them? No, nobody said anything about it. Okay, they just ignore this shit, like it doesn't happen. Now, when it's happening, there's all type of slander. There's all there. You know what I'm saying? They're calling them hackers. They're saying that foreign powers were involved in shit. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, let's play the clip.
Robinhood took all of my GameStop stock, and without telling me, they took it out of my account. We couldn't buy AMC today. We couldn't buy Nokia today because Robinhood didn't allow us. They only allowed us to sell it because GameStop got shorted. The common man all invested in GameStop. The stock went all the way up. The same thing was supposed to happen to Nokia and AMC, but they manipulated the market so the common man couldn't win and the hedge fund investors win. They just want the hedge fund investors to make more money than the common man. But I'm here to say that the common man wins. Fuck Robinhood! Fuck Citadel! Fuck Melvin Group!
So now Citadel were the ones that bailed out the hedge fund that lost all the money. Okay. Now what's very funny is that I think her name's what was her name? Janet Yellen, something like that. She was made the head of the Treasury. Okay. Citadel has ties to Janet Yellen, whatever the fuck her name is. Okay, we'll just call her Jay. Citadel has ties to Jay. Okay, which is how they have so much substance. Citadel has also given her close to $1 million for only the Lord knows. Okay, the amount of money that's being moved around, the amount of scamming that's going on is crazy as hell. Okay, so basically, like I said earlier, the only thing that's going to happen is more than likely a slap on the wrist. Okay, and it shows you that America does not give a fuck about you. Okay, especially if you're Jake. All right. Now they slay their own people. You know, scriptures tell you that. All right, and on top of that, you're really seeing where your money's going. Okay, you don't even see your whole check. The taxes are taken up before you even get your money. Okay, they take out 30 to 50% of your damn check. Okay, somebody in my job recently told me that they took out $864 out of their check. That shit is crazy as hell. Everybody could use $800. Okay, is absolutely crazy, and this is why they're taking the money out so that these people can bail these other people out. It's rich people saving other rich people, and then they still become rich. There's no consequence to their actions. They just get their money back. Okay. And let's not forget that this is just a giant distraction from what's really going on with this whole coronavirus thing and trying to get people to take that damn vaccine that fucks up your VMAT too. Okay. It's a distraction, most definitely, but it is a sizable one. It's hilarious. Okay, because there are multiple levels to this shit, man. You have the people who own those broker apps. They think they on a level. Then they find out real quick that they ain't on no level when somebody can tell them to just shut down the entire half of the app because you're buying and selling. You can no longer buy. You can only sell. Okay. They really found out that they ain't shit. Then those people found out that they ain't shit when the big noses come and tell them what's what. Okay, showing you who really has the power here. Okay, they always talk about power to the people. Your vote matters. All type of bullshit like that, man. That's not the case. Okay, they keep on talking about unity, this, unity, that. We have a chance for real unity right here. Let's all gang up and take on the big guy. Come the fuck on now, man. Okay. On top of that, most of these people are gonna buckle anyway, man. Alright? Some people have put their rent into this shit. Some people have, put a substantial amount of money into this whole little fiasco that's going on. To be completely honest with you, a lot of people are gonna get screwed. A lot of people, man. And it's all in a false sense of unity. Okay? Because, like I said earlier, nothing is going to come of this. Nothing. They're going to stay rich because America isn't changing. It's changing for the worse, most definitely, but nothing's going to happen until the Most High comes, because they're going to pull all the stops to make sure that their way of life is not disrupted whatsoever. Okay? Not disrupted whatsoever. Okay? Like I said earlier, they slay their own people, man. Okay? And this is one of the ways that they slay their own people. Alright? Scripture tell you that it's worse to die by famine than the sword. Okay? Roughly paraphrasing. You don't think these people are gonna be hungry, man? These people who put their rent money up on and shit like that, they're gonna be homeless, can't get nothing to eat. You don't think that this shit is gonna fuck them over? All talking about, oh, hold the line, hold the line. Fuck that shit. If I had gotten in on this shit, I'd be selling like crazy. Can't nobody tell me what to do my shit. Okay? Especially when I know that this place is going down anyway. The fuck, what we gonna stick it to them, man, for what? The next, hopefully, year? I'm good. I'm cool on all that, man. Okay? Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. And that's right. These people are going to war, okay, on Wall Street, protesting and shit like that, chasing down some of the goddamn traders and shit like that, man. It was it's crazy. They chased him into a revolving door and he got stuck. But but yeah, this is all over money. This is all over money, man. Okay. That's exactly what it is. They break laws because of money. They violate one another because of money. Okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if one of these people end up dead. To be real with you. You play with these big bankers' money. Okay? These dudes that have way too much money. It ain't shit for them to shell out 50 grand to kill somebody. Or maybe even $5 grand. It varies, I guess. I don't know how much it costs to kill somebody, but it's not even a tap on the wrist for them. They have it. They have it. And regular ass wives can hire hitmen to kill their husbands, then they ain't shit for the elites. Okay? And to top it all off, they literally just did it right in your face, telling you you can't do what they do. You are less of a person than they are. Okay? Let's stop saying the common man. He said the common man did this, the common man did this. Just call them what they call you, Goyim. The Goyim couldn't buy today. Alright? Yeah, that's exactly what they call you. Because y'all are just gone. Y'all are all the way gone. You guys are worried about GameStop stock when they're trying to put a needle in your arm filled with a fluid that you don't know anything about. Okay? And it's really funny because they try to detract it with racism. Every I'm not sure if you Akim have noticed this, but every couple of years when something happens or something happens with the stocks, it dips. You remember the housing bubble? That should happen. There's always talks about racism. Okay, the word race, when that whole Occupy Wall Street was a thing. When Occupy Wall Street was a thing, the Washington Post, I believe, yeah, it is the Washington Post. Their usage of the word race and racist tripled during that time because they wanted to detract from the situation. You see what I mean? All right, it's smoke and mirrors, really. It's smoke and mirrors, man. There's no truth in them, man. Okay? And there are so many people speaking out about it, not knowing that they're doing the same shit. Okay? Matter of fact, everybody loves fucking Nancy Pelosi. But Nancy Pelosi made millions and millions of dollars, not only off of COVID, but also shorting stocks as well. Okay? The Department of the Treasury had made millions shorting stocks and shit like that. And they fucking they arrested, I believe it was Martha Stewart, for fucking insider trading. I believe it was Martha Stewart. That's what it's called, insider trading. But here they are gathering together to drive down some place's stock, and when other people raise the shit up because they just wanted to buy it, then it's a problem. This damn place, man. This damn place. Zechariah 11:5. I'm gonna get just 5 because I want to get this bottom part. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. They that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich. Okay? And their own shepherds pity them not. And this isn't some big ass movement or anything like that. The main reason I say that this is a distraction is because one of the main guys who founded the whole Reddit shit and started doing it, he's a pastor. He's a damn pastor, man. Like, it makes so much sense why he would even have the money to put up in the first place, because he's a pastor, and these pastors make ridiculous amounts of money, man. They make a ridiculous amount of money. Why do you think he bought up all those stocks? So he can become a multimillionaire when he knew that it was going to go up. Okay? That's exactly what's happening right now. It is exactly what's happening right now, man. Just a bunch of corrupt ass shit. But what can you do? You can't do anything, man. Okay? You can't do shit. You cannot do a damn thing other than wait for Yahweh Shemashah's return, man. That's really it. Okay, Revelation 18:9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her, and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, thy great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. The merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver, currency, and precious stones, and of pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and brass, and iron, and marble, and it goes on to list so many things. Look at this. Look at that. And cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and breasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Now, you know what I find very interesting is that that would be considered a run-on sentence. Now, if we were to put this in the Bible, then we'd have a whole bunch, not in the Bible, but on a piece of paper, okay, we'd have a bunch of things wrong with it, okay? If we were to type this out on a computer, there would be a little red line underneath. But look at how it really is supposed to be. It really is supposed to be like this. Showing you how adverse Esau is to the Most High, man. And that's why his kingdom's falling. That's why his people are turning against him. That's why his people are doing shit like this. Screwing him out of his money. Okay? And I'm okay with it. I think it's hilarious. The amount of news coverage that's been on this thing is ridiculous. But yeah, it's hilarious. Like they're trying to stick it to the big guy, but they don't realize that they're basically in a trap, really. Okay, because nothing's gonna change. This isn't gonna change anything. So with that, I want to give all glory, honor, praise, and fear to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, and Shalom.